from out of the mind to out of the box, from being called crazy to being called a genius, from following the rat race to following their hearts. These young men and women have come a long way to be their own boss. Join me, Kavi Shastri, in this world of young and fearless entrepreneurs, where no idea is too small and no dream is too big. Every morning you wake up, you have two choices. You either continue to sleep with your dreams or you wake up and you chase them. Today I'm here to meet a man who started from scratch. He's the man behind places like Mocha's, Smokehouse Deli, Saltwater Cafe, and one of my favorites, Social. He's the youngest person ever to win Best Restaurateur, and he's the president of the National Restaurant Association. And today I get to assist him. Today I get to learn the tricks of the trade from the man himself, Riyaaz Amlani.
Hi, my name is Riyaaz Amlani and I'm a restaurateur. I did many things before I got into the restaurant business. I've sold shoes, I've sold safety equipment. A restaurant is not only about food and drink and service. A restaurant is a space where people can come together and have a really, really good time. I stumbled upon the restauranting business when I was 26 years old. Restauranting business, which I believe is my true passion and calling. And this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Hi.
How's it going?
Very good. Firstly, thank you so much for coming on Be Your Own Boss. I mean, you've taken a lot of time out to be with us today. Why did you become a restaurateur? What was the reason as to why you did that?
I started off working for another shoe shop.
Okay.
And then 2 years in the business, I thought I knew everything there was to know about shoes. So I opened up my own shoe store in Science Circle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then worked with the media house for a while, and then I was not really having a good time. So me and my friends used to, go to a restaurant and say, one day we'll have our own restaurant and be better than this. One particularly frustrating day at work, I called up my friend Kiran and I said, listen, that day we were talking about owning our own restaurant. Are you serious about that? So he's like, yeah, okay. And he's like, I'm like, you have enough money? So he says, I don't have that much money. I said, I've got 5 lakhs. How much money you have? So he said, even I can manage 5 lakhs. How much money we need for a restaurant? So I just, off the top of my head, said 15 lakhs. I had no idea.
You have no idea what
I had no clue. So then we said, oh, we need 5 lakh rupees more. So then we said, let's call up Varun. He has a lot of money. So we called up.
I love it. Call your rich friends. That's the key to opening a restaurant. Find someone who's gonna just jump in for the hell of it.
Have rich friends.
And yeah, I have a rich friend. Yeah. Like, did you have to go through a certain amount of training? Did you have to go to like a hospitality school, or like how does that work?
I didn't go to any hospitality school. I was involved in a lot of hostility.
Okay.
But, I actually approached the restaurant business like I would a customer. And I think that was very helpful. But sometimes when you approach it as a restaurateur, you tend to get fixated about certain norms and you don't question things. I think one of the things that worked in our favor when we were starting off was that we didn't come from a restaurant background.
Okay.
So we're doing things very, very differently.
Okay.
And I think that's what got us noticed.
So you guys open up Mocha first, which is, I think, for anyone in their 20s and even younger, that's kind of, Mocha was the place you went to. I mean, you ran out of money.
We ran out of money.
You ran out of money on your first endeavor.
Absolutely.
And nearly went down.
I think that worked to advantage because I think what we learned from there is the spirit of improvisation.
Okay.
There's this very great Indian tradition called Jugaad.
Okay.
Which till date continues to be part of our DNA and a part of our ethos.
Oh, nice.
And anybody can create something beautiful by throwing money. I think the trick really is to try and make something beautiful and remarkable by improvising.
Improvising. I like how he's turned jugaad into improvising. I like to call it resourcefulness, like using your resources.
I think jugaad is a whole, all of those words.
All of those words put
all
together.
of the improvisation. There are a lot of other shuns that can be
Shuns.
used, which jugaad just kind of encapsulates.
I think we need to like add a new word. I think new word in the dictionary.
Jugaadation.
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 That's what this is in the Oxford Dictionary. Jugaadation.
We are jugaadrators.
Now, is there anything you're doing right now that I can kind of help you with, or?
You know what? We are about 20 days away from launching our social in Lower Parel. Why don't you come along with me, ride along, and pick up a few things along the way.
So I get to assist Riyaaz on his journey of opening up this restaurant in Lower Parel in the next 20 days. This is going to be, this is really, I'm excited. I don't even know what to say right now. It's really, really exciting for me. I get to learn all the tricks of the trade. I get to see this place. I get to see how restaurants open. And more than anything, I get to see you be your own boss.
I think it'll be a learning experience for both of us.
Cheers to that.
What goes into making a great restaurant experience? Decor, food and beverage, and hospitality. I'm going to get a crash course from Riyaaz in all three.
This is the new social.
Wow. So what is the concept of social?
So social is an all-day cafe and has a bar attached to it, but it's also a place where people can come and work down. So we got to thinking that the startup culture is so huge right now. Everybody's becoming entrepreneur. It's the age of the freelancer. So social tries to provide them a home, and it provides everything you need from an office and everything you need to be very, very productive, but in a collaborative manner. On the first day, Kavi came on site and I introduced him to the rest of the team. He met my chef Gaurav, who was in charge of the food. He also met Shishir, who was the guy behind our drinks menu. He also met Shobita, who's in charge of our marketing and communications and strategy. He met Sameer and Faizan, who are the guys who are actually creating this space, a bunch of young architects. That's our new intern. So now he's in charge. Anything that's not going on, he's your guy. He's going to be supervising the site. So you're supposed to kick and you have to be here standing from morning at 9 o'clock. To what side? What time does work go on? 11 p.m.
See, I could be a bouncer at the door.
You'll be the candy that brings all the women in. That's your job. Design philosophy behind social is minimal intervention. So what we come in and do is, we say, let's just keep all the features of the property just the way they are. And I think the place still needs a few pieces of furniture and a few artifacts to put around here. So we're going to walk the streets. We're going to go visit little Bhangarwala shops.
Nice.
And come along with me.
Perfect. Okay, so we're in some bylanes at the moment, in some back streets. We're trying to find furniture. Bhangarwala!
A whole bunch of us went, Sanya, Kavi, me. We all were like a kid in a candy shop, we liked almost everything. And we say, oh, this will work over here, let's buy this light, let's buy that chair, let's buy that horn, let's buy that fan, we'll keep it over here, we'll keep it over there.
Yes, what do you think of these chairs here? I think they'll really match everything that you guys have got, man.
Yeah, these are good, these are Bauhaus chairs, they will go very well with this place. Well done, you're doing well, you're doing well. Okay, so today's day is done. We had a productive day. We went around. We got a lot of cool stuff that we want to see. In 19 days, I had to figure out my menu, my drinks menu, my marketing plan. I need to figure out the launch plan. So it's a race against time, and there's so much to do and so little time. But that's usual.
He's alive! Here we go.
Can you imagine the speaker right here? I'm not going to be able to perform, man.
Today I'm here at Jude's Bakery to try food and beverage that's going to go onto the social menu. Now, food and beverage is very important because without that, there's no restaurant. What are you guys standing outside for? All the action happens inside. Come on.
So Jude Bakery is a kind of a lab for us. It's almost like a playground. It's a mad science laboratory where we keep testing new things, and that's really the center of our creativity.
He's alive!
Here we go.
Is that the kind of brief that Riyaaz gave you when he came in?
Yes, very much. It was his wish list. When he told me it's all about the social, he wanted drinking to make it more fun, make it more conversation over a table.
And how is Riyaaz as a boss to you?
Oh, it's fun. I mean, I never thought him as a boss. And the boss is always about being too bossy and, oh, I want this, I want that. Here I come. He never shows his presence. He's always between you. So you never feel that you're working for someone.
Okay.
You feel you're one team, you're a family.
You're a part of something.
Absolutely, you're a part of something. And that's what gives you your creativity out,
Yes, salute.
Salute.
Salute. Now that we have the drinks ready, let's see what Chef Gaurav is whipping up. He's moving on to making 6 dishes for this menu, which I'm going to help him with. So I'm going to try and help him cut and kind of chop and not burn the place down.
The time's come. Like, I cannot show you my toes, but yes, everything's crossed.
So here we are at Jude Bakery. Today is the day where we're going to be doing our trials. We're going to be figuring out what stays on our menu and what needs to come off. So come along as we try some food and drink. It's the toughest part of being a restaurateur. Chef, are we ready?
Yes, boss.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
That's your roasted wheat.
So to start with the food or the beverage first?
Both.
No, the beverage.
Well, one sip alcohol, then food.
Yeah.
Eat at your own risk.
Okay, so basically this is my dish.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
This is the one you made?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. So shall I start with this one then?
No, start with the beverage first, because I think you're going to need to have a drink before you eat my food.
What do you call this dish?
This I call fluffa flui.
The flou fleur?
Yeah, it's French for Chef Gaurav ne banaya.
Now, I think this a little squeeze of lime would really bring this dish alive. It's a great dish. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's perfect in the tonality of social. I think we can do a little bit of ginger more.
Okay.
Taste with ginger.
Okay.
Just to give it a little bit more of a wake up.
Okay, done.
Maybe you know go a little easy on the seasoning. Gaurav and Shishir really brought their A game today. They had to close the menu. We don't have too much time left. You need to put this on paper.
I have already noted.
Put this along with the menu items and give me a draft for my...
Yeah, I'll mail it to you.
Riyaaz didn't come and sleep. I'm gonna taste the drinks, the menu. He's, I don't know.
So the last 3 days is, where we really try and focus on putting the ambience exactly right. All the fine tuning happens in the last 3 days. Can you imagine the speaker right here? And I always will be like, I'm not going to be able to perform, right? So that's why we needed to have it put in front, because it doesn't make sense as well.
Like, what has been the hardest thing about owning your own business?
It's a little complicated, especially in the restaurant business. There are 36 licenses and NOCs that you need to obtain before you can open up your restaurant. And it takes a lot of time, and because it takes up so much time, people end up losing a lot of money.
Once this is open, how attached are you to it? Are you the type of businessman that will look at it from an emotional angle or from a business angle?
I'm very emotional about the property while I'm building it. But then once it is open, it's a business. And then I look at it purely as a business. And I have had the joy of opening 60 restaurants, and I've had the misfortune of shutting down over a dozen.
Any budding sort of young entrepreneurs who want to start up, who want to do something, do you have any sort of advice that you have possibly learned from or just through experience can give to someone who wants to start something?
If you have an idea which you feel really strongly about, and it's an idea that keeps you up, and you're very, very convinced that it's an idea that's going to do well, just then stop asking people, because they're only going to bring you down.
There we are. Thank you so much, and thank you for taking your time out. Appreciate it, man.
I hope you enjoy this.
I will.
Early mornings are, kept aside for my baby.
Wow. This is something else. Today is the day of the big launch. Now, normally, I'd be at Todi Mills right now and I'd be following Riyaaz around. I want to kind of see how he is at home. Is he panicking? What is he doing right now?
Welcome home. Khayal, that's Kavi. Say hello. Hi.
Hi.
Oh. Yes, my wife, Kiran.
Hi, how are you? I've stolen your baby already.
Yes, I can see that.
You can keep him.
I can keep him.
Come on
Chalo.
in.
Okay, pack up, guys. Okay, see you. Good night.
Kidnapper. Kidnapper. Come here. Early mornings are, kept aside for my baby. It's a joy. It gives me the strength and energy to go through the rest of the day. Spending time with him is the best time of the day, really, for me. It's the most beautiful thing, and he really makes me smile like no one else can. So I really enjoy those few hours I get with him in the morning.
So you see it works, right?
What's your perception of how Riyaaz works?
Well, he's a very creative guy, so, there are no hours as such. He does live and breathe it.
Okay.
The good thing is it's the kind that we can also live and breathe. I think it's amazing. I'm always inspired.
As fun as this is, we really need to head down to Todi. There's a lot of work to be done. So
Oh yeah, this is working day, isn't it?
it's actually the craziest day.
I was going to sit down, have lunch, chill. Okay.
Like that, Todi.
Cool. Let's go.
Right.
So the big days are always a time of nervousness and stress. I have already told this. Don't come and say no. ये हो नहीं सकता. I have already said it needs to happen. Then don't come and tell me it cannot happen. ये बाहर जैसे दिखना नहीं चाहिए. बाहर दिखना नहीं चाहिए जरा भी.
Wow, this is something else. Come on, let's have a look at this place. We're gearing up for the launch of the Todi Social. The bar and kitchen is running in full speed, entertainment and music is being set up, and we also have a surprise for Riyaaz, who has no idea his wife Gidwani will be performing at the event tonight.
It's a big surprise for Riyaaz. He has no idea. But we're going to have a very short and sweet performance for him tonight as a surprise. And please don't tell him.
How are you feeling? I'm nervous. I'm nervous as hell right now.
I think I'm feeling a lot better. Everything is more or less under control.
Okay. Now it's...
Now it's time to put your party face on, let the stress go, and just go and have a good time.
Show me your body face. What's your body face?
It's the first time I'm coming to Social. I haven't been inside there, but I'm sure it's going to be really interesting. I've told it's very industrial, rustic, and kind of laid back, so it should be fun.
There's so many things that you need to watch out for. Guests need to be taken care of. You know, the media needs to be handled. You've got to make sure that the kitchen is firing on all cylinders, the bar is working, everybody's getting their drinks and food on time, everybody's having a good time.
So far, so good. Everything's been fine. It's been a smooth go. There are at least around 300 people inside, and we're expecting more.
Start with mocha, to salt water, to stone water, to restaurants in every city. And Social is really innovative, it's funky, I think it's everything that Riyaaz is. He's someone who inspires me. So keep up the good work, Riyaaz, and keep inspiring.
How are you guys doing? I can't hear you. Now I can hear you. Okay, let's do this, guys. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think to myself, why'd you do it? And in my head I paint a picture.
We finally come to the end of our beautiful journey together. The Social is open. The party's kind of booming inside.
Yeah, it's really rocking.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great.
And how was your surprise? Your wife singing on stage? How was
Oh
that?
man, that just blew me away.
Yeah?
I don't know how she kept it from me for so long.
No matter how big a boss you are, how many businesses you have, you never get one up on your wife.
No, you can't.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. And he's one of the funniest bosses I think I've ever met in my life. You know what? That brings us to the end of another episode of Be Your Own Boss. You know, things that you learn along this way are amazing, but you know what? Next time we're going to meet another entrepreneur and we're going to get some more business tips. Till then, I'm going to go and have some shots.